Hello everybody, this is Phonyto Bobbin here and welcome to race number 21 of the 2020-21 NROL Siemens National Series season. This is the Indiana 250 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Yeah, we are here at the racing capital of the world, the greatest racetrack in the world. You know, it's the crown jewel of racing. Not necessarily a crown jewel race in itself, but as a crown jewel track. This race is going to be quite something, and yeah, it's Indianapolis Motor Speedway, NROL Siemens Nationals racing here at Indy. Yeah, so this season's been quite interesting. Well, I've said that so many times by now, but we've had lots of back-to-back races in the Siemens National Series this year. This race, however, it's gonna be a lottery because, you know, lots of passing happens here, lots of action, lots of everything happens here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. We got a representation of it actually earlier, well, last year with the NROL Skills Cup Series. They raced here in an exhibition shootout here. This race, however, is actually going to go into district books, the NROL Siemens National Series at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. So, with that being said, let's now give you the starting grid. Starting the pool for this one is Nathan Amon, alongside second is Chase Briscoe, third is Nia, fourth is Freya McShane, fifth is Austin Murray, sixth is Hennes, 7th is Justin Haley, 8th is Edward, 9th is Austin Sidner, 10th is Thomas Massey, 11th is Success, 12th is Michael Lynette, 13th is Matthew Brown, 14th is Ross Stain, 15th is Keegan Richardson, 16th is Edgar Fitzwater Sr., 17th is Greg Graff, 18th is Bob Films, 19th is Justin Allgaier, 20th is Ryan Priest, 21st is Harrison Burton, 22nd is Anthony Alfredo, 23rd is Ryan Sieg, 24th is John Doe, 25th is Jose Mills, 26th is Ruben Expos, 27th is Neil Gregson, 28th is Russell David, 29th is Sebastian Alon, 30th is Dan Blue, 31st is Cody Goforth, 32nd is Riley Herbst, 33rd is Brian Jones, 34th is Anthony Logan, 35th is Keith Sanico, 36th is Shane Lamb, 37th is Bob Hunter, 38th is Ernie Irvin, 39th is Miles Snyder, 40th is Mitch Bronson, 41st is Candy Drive, and 42nd is DJ Reed. Yeah, no, it's a bit weird seeing Candy Drive not in last, but I guess DJ Reed had a bit of a problem in qualifying. Anyway, so may have also noticed a bit of a slightly different aero package for the Siemens National Series cars this time. So here we are at the Indianapolis. So of course this is the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, a bit of a specialized racing track, so we have a bit of a specialized package to go with it. So this is actually the first of possibly 2 races with a slightly different spoiler. These ones have the dog ears, so it should make the racing a bit better than it otherwise would be with a standard spoiler. Yeah, dog ears. You don't really see them every day, do you? Well, you're at least going to see them today as the field here at the back end is just now slowly getting into formation, and there we go. So, Indianapolis Motor Speedway. This is basically going to be the equivalent of a plate race. So, I mean, technically, this is kind of a plate race in itself, actually, because, you know, you're going to have drafting, pack racing, and especially with this aero package that we have here for these cars today, it's going to make the racing really, really edgy. And now for those guys in the back, well, that might not be such a big problem because it's pretty easy to pass here. So even if you're at the back of the pack, you have a chance of making it up to the front quickly, and same thing if you're at the front of the pack, you might fall back like a rock. We have Freya McShane up here in second row. She did pretty well last week in Kentucky, or I say last week. Not quite last week. Last time at Kentucky. And same for this 14 car. Rebecca drove this car last time. Almost won the race in a photo finish. But ultimately that came down to Noah Gregson. And with that, Nia is taking control of the car today at Indianapolis Motor Speedway. And it's going to be quite interesting to see what she can do with this car today. Now, Nia, she hasn't as bad a season as Rebecca, but we'll see how things are. And green flag is in the air for the Indiana 250 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Also, I do apologize in advance if there's any frame drops. Not much I can do about that. Also, I am a little bit tired today, so if I apologize in advance if my commentary is a little bit off, but I'll try to do my best for you guys today. So Nathan Amon, who started on pole position, is already on the outside lane. Look at that. And Nia already going to the inside lane with a push from Austin Murray and others. And lots of going on. Yeah, lagging. Again, that's something I can't really control. And Nia here with the lead. But this race is probably going to come down to the wire. You know, quite like a lot of the plate races do. Here's Nia already going to the outside lane. Oh, he's going to go to the bottom lane, though. He's going to shut the door on Austin Murray. And Nia is going to lead the opening lap here at Indianapolis. So, of course, Indianapolis is the home of the Indy 500. You know, but with that in mind, it's going to be interesting to see how this race goes. This race, it's really special for all these drivers. And here is Edwood going underneath Austin Murray. Edwood, a driver that I haven't really talked about much this season at all, is now about to challenge his teammate in Nia for the lead. Here comes Justin Haley, who's pretty high in points. Also with the push from Austin Cindric. Now Cindric, this is like a home race for his team, Team Penske, because this is this track is now owned and operated by Roger Penske. So it would be quite something if the number 22 car could win today here at Indianapolis. As Justin Haley going to go high and also going to go low. Also the push from Texodus. Field staying pretty close together. I guess every single time we come off of turn 2, game's going to lag a bit because you got the whole field in view. Let's now just hope that there isn't a massive crash off of turn 2 that crashes the game. Now here is now Texas going to the lead on Austin Cindric. Yeah, it's turn 2 and turn 4. The camera shows the whole field, so that's why frames are dropping. Now, of course, I could fix the lag by turning it down the graphics settings, but I want NROL 2003 to look its best whilst I'm recording these videos. As Matthew Brown goes below to the front. Now, I guess we can't get too excited yet because this is some great racing, but the thing is, we're not even going to have any idea who's going to win this race until we get down to the final laps. So I guess this race is kind of a question of who's going to lead the most laps. Who's going to lead a lap? That's Keisha Richardson now in front. And here comes Greg Graff. And by the way, get used to this action today because you're going to see the same thing in the Skills Cup Series race following this one. Just Allgaier as well getting below Greg Graff. Ooh, Greg Graff can't shut the door on him. That's going to allow Allgaier to make the pass here. I guess one detail, though, worth noting is Can't Drive. Now, Can't Drive has been the moving chicane of this series, as he's always been. Now, if this field catches up to him, that's definitely going to lower the chances of winning this race for some of these guys. I think it'll be split for a little while until the field eventually does get back together. Right now, though, this entire field is all together in one pack. Can't Drive the only one. Oh. Oh. Okay, that's an interesting detail I didn't notice. Can't Drive is on pit road. Okay. Well, never mind. I thought that Can't Drive was going to be an impact of this race, but nah. He's on pit road. That means it's a toss-up of who can be there at the end of the race. As Ryan Sieg getting in front, and here comes Ryan Preece. Grand Prix, who got his first Cup Series win just a little while ago at the Kentucky Speedway. Previous race before this one. And now Jose Mills to the inside of him. Now since can't drive, oh, here he comes. Well, can't drive is coming back on track. As Noah Gragson making a move on Jose Mills. I thought Can't Drive wasn't. I thought it was going to be road for a while, but no, Can't Drive is coming back. I'm not sure why. I guess Can't Drive must have gotten crashed into on the start of the race. Said to go fix a problem in the car, and now it's coming back. Now here is Sebastian Coquelin up to the front. He actually came up from 5th, and he's rubbing with Noah Gragson. You don't want to do that at the front of the field. Odds are going to wind up causing the big one in Indianapolis. Cody Goforth to the front. And here is Riley Herbst. Riley Herbst, a paid driver for Joe Gibbs Racing, has had a pretty bad season, which to be fair, you kind of expect that. But he's gonna lead a lap. I guess that's something. So it's got his JGR teammate of Brandon Jones. And Brandon Jones to the front. Not too far back there is Bob Hunter in the Team Penske machine. The manager of that car won today. Team Penske branded car wins at the Team Penske track. Well, by that I mean the Penske owned the track. As Brandon Jones, however, is going to lead this lap. He's got Sebastian Coquelin behind him at the moment. And there he goes. I mean, Casey Nanico, not Sebastian Coquelin. Names sound similar. And Bob Hunter, even if he doesn't win this race, he might be able to at least lead a lap here. And Bob Hunter in the Penske machine, if he can hold off Anthony Logan, he will lead a lap at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. I'm sure Roger Penske will be very pleased about that one. His lead though is going to be short-lived. As here goes Anthony Logan to the bottom lane, and here comes Ross Chastain. Shane Lamb falling behind as well. And Ross Chastain, it's been a while since we've seen him up here. Actually, I'd say it's been a while. He was up in front just last week, or just last time at Kentucky. Here comes Bob Collin Films. Bob Collin Films back in the over 9,000 machine. He decided to take a few races off to let Russell David get acquainted with that car, but after, for some reason, after Russell's win at New Jersey, he just couldn't do anything more than over 9,000 car, so Bob Collin Films back in that car today, and Russell David's going to be back at Colleague Racing. Bucko Films actually has a lot of races left in this over 9,000 car still, so he could ultimately get a third win at some point this season before it's all over. Well, as in before the season's over, by the way. Bucko Films likely still going to be back in this over 9,000 car for next season as well. Now here comes his Tobon Motorsports teammate of Ruby Lexenpulse. And there is Can't Drive. There to hold up the top lane. Oh, wow. Ruby Lexenpulse in a tandem draft with Edwood. And I think I've heard some scraping of the wall. I think there's a caution. Nah. Caution? Yep, caution. Alright, caution. First caution of the day has come out. Looks like Ruby Lexenpulse are going to win the race back to the line. Getting a draft from Edwood. And Ruby Lexenpulse wins the race back to the line. So, I heard the crunching of sheet metal, or we heard the crunching of sheet metal, so let's actually see what the crunching of sheet metal equated to. Okay, well, it's a big one. I've been involving, oh man. I'm actually going for a bit of a tumble. Actually, not too many, well, Ryan Priest having a crash. Still survived, though. I don't think anybody actually... Well, okay, there might be a few cars with some permanent damage, but... Give credit where credit's due, most of them held up pretty well. So, oddly enough, Kendra wasn't... I mean, he was kind of the cause, or part of the cause of the accident, but he wasn't the root cause. Because what happened is that something happened. Just Michael and Ed somehow got with Bioco Island Films. Look at this from the helicopter camera. Yeah, so Michael and Ed is just zooming down the lane here. Bioco Films tries to go beneath Can't Drive, but can't quite work out. There's a speeding Michael and Ed coming his way, and then they just crash into each other, and it's all into the water from there for some of the guys behind. All things considered, this wasn't as big of an accident as it... Oh, well. That being said, we'll put an end to a couple of days. Josie Mills' day is likely over. Well, no, his day is over. No one else with a blown engine, though, but a number of cars will have to come down pit road for a service. Yeah, so Jose Mills coming down, Ryan Sieg and Ryan Priest. As these guys got the worst of the accident. So with that in mind, this could mean a service, however, for everyone else. I think? No, we have the unlimited fuel and tires here at Indianapolis because it's like a plate stop race. So no, we won't see any pit stops for anybody, actually. Well, I think the only pit stops we're going to see are the people that are going to go down to fix the damage. But for everyone who... Oh, never mind. We're going to see pit stops. We are seeing pit stops at Indianapolis. So Ruby Lexenpulse came on February 1st. Quick pit stop, actually. Yeah. Who's that for? A lot of guys actually think it's just the fuel. Top up. Everyone pitted though. I think it was necessary. I think we do have the limited fuel in these cars. I'm not too sure though. Well, even if we don't, let's hope that these guys have enough fuel to go to the end of the race. They should, but I can't say for sure. I suppose having it lined up. Alright. It'll be like Spolson, first position. I don't know where Can't Drive went. Ah, he's on pit road. Probably for the best. Actually, yeah, a few guys down pit road again. Let's see, Neon pit road. And that's it. Who else is out? Oh, Jose Mills is done and Ryan Preece is done. Ryan C though is still in it. Bit disappointing fall for Ryan Preece, but here it's probably not much of a shock considering, you know, how much of a lottery this race is. Okay. Alright, lights out. We are going green next time by. Let's actually see where everyone is. Okay, I come to the front. And where's Nia? Nia is off the track. Well, okay then. I guess her damage was a little bit too much. Oops. Crashing. Anyway, so we still have enough fuel to go to the end of the race. This will be interesting. So who'll be like supposed leads with Chase Briscoe second, Edward third, Ross Murray fourth, and John Doe in fifth, and also Russell David up to sixth. Alright. So we're gonna have 21 laps to go this time by. Let's fast forward a bit so we don't have to watch this thing. Alright, here we go. Pace car's about to pull off. And green flag back in the year, Indianapolis. So right now the field is single file due to the restart, but I don't think too long from now the field's going to start getting double file. And there they go, they're all going nuts. Edward to the bottom lane. That didn't take long at all. Well, Edward gonna get pushed from Austin Murray. And who be like supposed to Chase Briscoe being left for dead on the outside lane. And now Edward is as well. Austin Murray to the inside lane. And what is this? Russell David up front? How about that? I guess now that he's in a quali car, he can suddenly run well. Then again, this is Indy. Actually, that makes that Russell David nothing. In fact, this is actually Russell's first ever race here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway, because we didn't actually go to Indianapolis last season. So Russell David racing on a new track. Look, got quite separated there. Interesting. And now Phil Yep already double wide again as Russell David now to the inside lane. This number 16 car is the last Colleague car to win a race. 20 laps to go. Half the race complete. Take that Mon to the inside. Here's anything Alfredo. In fact, this front pack as a whole is now pulled away from the pack behind. As Anthony Alfredo is still in front. Oh, only for a second though was Matthew Brown going beneath him. And here's Henne. Looks like the field's now been split in half. And Henne going side by side. Well, it seems the field's split up now, but I just saw a glimpse of him in the distance, so the pack might get back together. And then into the lead. Here's Tyler Tomasi going for it. You know, we're 21 races in now, and I've barely talked about Tyler Tomasi this whole season. Not one race has he been in contention to win. Yeah. And neither for the another top motorsports driver that's up here, Texas. Texas is on a limited schedule. Not a rookie, but so far still yet to win a race. I actually don't think the gap is getting any closer between 15th and 16th. I think this front pack of cars are the only ones that could win this race now, unless Can Drive slows these guys up. That's always possible. Now here is Texas staying behind Ross Chastain. Oh, Ryan Seagut's actually the one here going slow. That's gonna Texas to get either been Ryan Seagut to go hold up the top lane here. And a big slow up. And that's gonna let the pack behind catch up. Yep, here they come. Things about to get interesting. Meanwhile, Texas put out to a pretty big gap, but of course, with how strong the draft is here, that lead is going to be short-lived. Okay, how is this front pack get so far out? That's insane. Whatever. And here's Chase Briscoe looking side by side with Texas. They're now hitting stuff. Now a couple more slow cars. Ooh, okay, Phil having a jam on the brakes. And Texas, the first one to get around. Texas back, getting a gap. And Phil is catching up. The Chevys, though, are starting to break away. We got Texas up here with will be Lexipulse, Ernie Irvin, and Ross Chastain. And it's about more sports cars starting to work together now. And who be Lexpos getting around texted us. Heard someone scraping the wall. Mitch Bronson's going slowly. I think that's Mitch Bronson. I actually don't know. Yeah, Mitch Bronson. And Cars is out again. Yep. Man, second caution in Indianapolis. Oh, I wonder what for this time. Rossi trying to go beneath Lexpos, but it's too late. Lexpos again gonna win the race back to the line. Second time Lexpos is, well, I think second time anyway, I could be wrong, but second time Lexpos has won the race back to the line. Could he actually win the race to the line itself? Well, maybe, but before that we have yet another caution, second of the day. I heard the crunching of metal quite a while ago, actually. Oh no, it was just right here. No, yeah. Okay, let's come out right about there. And I heard it. I have to see it. Oh, Michael Annette again? Oh my goodness, it didn't even involve Kendra. What? Oh, he was going slow and he got caught up with Mike Snyder. And a couple of drivers who can't stay away from each other. Gonna bring out the second caution of the day. Luckily, no one else is involved. Okay, well, Matthew Brown. Okay, Matthew Brown. Okay, got. No, you slowed right down. Okay, Matthew Brown didn't have to get involved. He just had to just jam on the brakes to save his car. But ultimately, that is caution number 2 at Indianapolis. Well, we'll have to line them up and go again. Surprised at how quickly, though. I feel like just got all sausaged up and how quickly we have yet another caution. Well, line up and try again. Alright, so let's fast forward a little bit. And we shall see if anyone comes down per road. I don't think anyone will. Actually, my God, he's one that's gonna have to come down per road, or maybe not. No, neither of them actually. Yeah, neither ones that got involved in the accident are coming down per road. Okay then. What about this time? Doesn't look like it. Oh, we don't actually have that many cars left. Oh. Okay, well, Nia still ran out of fuel. Keisha Richardson is gone. I don't know what happened to him. I guess must have been the first accident of the race. And Nia, I guess she was running 5, but then she... How do you run out of fuel? With the... I guess Nia's just stupid. Man, it seems neither of the Soulless girls can catch a break. I mean, just last time, Rebecca almost won. And not long before that. Actually, quite a long ways before that now, considering. Nia blows it in the cup race. Now, I didn't mention that Rebecca Might not be at Solus Motorsports. However, I can confirm that Nia will be back at Solus Motorsports next season. On that note, we are going green next time by. And actually, a positive is since we have less than 10 laps to go, we're not doing a double wide restart, which is good. I can't believe I'm saying that because I can't remember. Green T can't drive. He's all the way back here. That means he can't. Well, he's only gonna slow up the guys behind him, but they're just gonna have to get around him as quickly as they can. Also, what in the world? Oh, Mitch Bronson's in this lane as well. Okay. This will be a very interesting restart. So we're going to have 9 to go. This is going to be interesting. So Hubi Lexipos leads. Yeah, Hubi Lexipos, he hasn't been up front very much, but he has been up front at least in the last little while. I mean, that being said, he was up front at Charlotte. You know, he was still the winningest series regular of that race, but ultimately got beat out by Cup King Leach, Kyle Busch. No Kyle Busch is in this race though, so let's see what happens as the green flag back in the Indianapolis. Chastain already trying to get to the back of Hubilex Pulse, and there he goes. Texas as well trying to go with him. And there they go. And Ross Chastain now to the bottom lane, leading. Only for a short time though, as Texas going down there. Big pack of cars up here. And Texas leads his lap. But now there's a big variety of cars that could win this race. Edward now goes to the low line. John Doe behind him. Also, another thing. The Solus Motorsports full-timers of Edwin and Hennack. I've barely spoken about those guys. And yet here we are, 21 races in. No wins between either of them. John Doe, however, he's the lead. He has won a race. Followed by Austin Murray though behind him, and there's Chase Briscoe. And it feels now double file. Oh, John Doe goes to the high line. Chase Briscoe stays low. Here's Zachary Fitzwater Sr. And there is Bob Hunter. Back up here again. And Bob Hunter, the Penske party, is back in first for now. And there's Riley Herbst. Well, Yeah, this may not be the last lap. But man, it's coming down to it. I still know he's gonna win. It makes this for the last lap though. You got Bob Hunter winning and then Ryan Herbst in second. Too early, guys. But 5 laps to go at Indianapolis. Ryan Herbst with the lead. Anthony Alfredo falling behind. And Anthony Logan sitting behind. Is that can't drive or slow car? It is indeed. Slow car that we might encounter before the end of this race. I kind of hope we don't get there in time, but you never know. We still have 4 laps to go this time by. Anthony Alfredo gonna just jump out to the lead, leaving Anthony Logan behind him. Here's Justin Haley, the driver that I've been sleeping on quite a bit, but Haley actually doing very good in points. Got a very good points day today with 4 to go. And here's just an Allgaier in second. Here comes DJ Reed. Had a bit of a problem in qualifying. Oh, the field split up. Must have been a bit of a scuffle back there. And there is Ryan Sieg. Unfortunately, we will encounter him. Although he's going to go beneath the field, it may or may not be. There's a crash. There is a crash, so here is the race back to the line. This could be the race for the win between Justin Allgaier and DJ Reed. And DJ Reed looking to try to get around Justin Allgaier, but he will not get there in time, and Justin Allgaier will win the race back to the line, and that might be it. That might have been the race for the win. And what a win it would be for Justin Allgaier. And I think that is it. We only have 3 laps to go, and we are unlikely to go back racing. And with that, your likely winner here, Justin Allgaier, first win of the season at the Indianapolis 500 oh my goodness, in the Indiana 250 at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Not the Indy 500, not even close, but still a nice win for Justin Allgaier. Now that being said, however, we do still have a little bit of stuff to check out. We technically still have 2 laps remaining in this race, so this race isn't officially over. But we're going to have a look at what happened to bring out this caution. Turned out the caution came out before Ryan Sieg got split in the middle. I don't know why though, but I did hear the field, or I did notice the field getting pretty swirly. Oh, yep, that explains it. Edwood gets involved into an accident, gets caught up by Texodus, and has nowhere to go, and Edwood winds up going for a spin. And oh man, Ryan Ross Chastain and Bangkok is getting involved as well. That explains why the field was so split up. And ultimately, Ryan Sieg got split in the middle here. What actually came of this? Did Ryan Sieg spin anybody out, or was this just a completely clean maneuver? It wasn't entirely clean, but at least he didn't cause a big accident, I'll give him that. Although he did, however, slow down a lot of guys. Oh my goodness, look at all the positions now being lost by Ryan Herbst and Bob Hunter. That's a lot of points guys are going to lose there. And by the way, this isn't just a late race thingamajiggy. This is for the win. That just costs these guys a lot of spots. Well, there you have it. So, another race this season. This is a bit rare, but another race that looks like it is going to end under caution. But Justin Allgaier, who has been another driver that has been pretty bad in the point standings. If he can't win the championship, he might as well go out to win a race, and that is likely what he has done today, winning at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. By the way, just this week, Chevy so far is undefeated. And just another guy keeping the win streak going for Chevy in the NRL world. But Hubi Luxpos having gone up Pitt Road. Pretty disappointing considering he won both races back to the line. However, yeah, that's it. Lights not going out, and yep, that's it. Race over. Now, it is kind of unfortunate. You know, we could have seen quite the race for the ages to the start-finish line. We still kind of did with the race back to the line, as Allgaier was the one who navigated through the pack, and he got there first when the caution came out, and that is how he won today. Let's fast forward a little bit just to make sure. Of course, cars still not going to come down pit road until the race is officially complete. So this is the white flag lap, but the race is already slowed down, so that is it. Yep. Now at the live point. Not the way you want to see a race end, but sometimes that's just how racing works. So that you fast forward a little bit. So yeah, Indianapolis Motor Speedway had 3 cautions today, and ultimately the last caution was the one that ended the race. However, it is official this time. This is Allgaier, your winner at Indianapolis. And Allgaier, he's a driver that I've barely spoken about this season. You know, I mean, he's got the power of some of the top guys in this series, but yet he hasn't been able to get any good results. And, very disappointing day for Hubi Expos. He was up there in first, and now he's back down in 34th. And yeah, lights are out, so that is the conclusion of this race. That is the race complete. And there you have it. So just an Allgaier with the win here at the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. DJ Reed, though, another driver who's had a very poor point season, comes home as again. Anthony Alfredo in 3rd, Henry at 4th, just Neely in 5th, Noah Greggs in 6th, Anthony Logan 7th, Nathan Amon 8th, Dan Blue 9th, Shane Lamb 10th, Greg Greffel 11th, Sebastian Coulon 12th, Austin Murray 13th, Freeman 14th, Casey Andico 15th, Brandon Jones 16th, Austin 17th, Tyler Smassey 18th, Ernie Urban 19th, Ross David 20th, Riley Ups 21st, Bob Punter 22nd, Jack Fitzwest here 23rd, Chase Briscoe 24th, John Doe 25th, Texas 26th, Harrison Burton 27th, Matthew Brown 28th, Cody Grover 29th, Wallace Chain 30th, Boncom Films 31st, Edward 32nd, Miles Snyder 33rd, Hubi Expos 34th, Mitch Bonds 35th, Michael Landa 36th, Brian Steek 37th, Kendra 38th, Nia 39th, Keisha Brooks 4th, Jose Mills 41st, and Ryan Priest with a 42nd. So, that was quite the race from the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. That, though, is just the precursor to what is to come with the Skills Cup series. I'll definitely be interesting to see how that turns out. But that is all for today. Hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in whatever I make next.